Happy Sunday. It's time for a garden update. Stay tuned.
My first cucumber from underneath this table here. I just looked today and there it is. My bad.
So, my melons are doing pretty good out here. Looked unbothered, which is wonderful. The beauty of this is not dirt. This is like rocks, sand. This is not stuff that you're supposed to be able to grow things in. And I am growing a full cantaloupe. So that's pretty impressive, especially for the desert, I would say.
It's something about these yellow cantaloupe here. It's a different kind. It's super sweet and they don't even let it mature. Like they just have at it. That is wild. Yeah, so I saw it over there. And when I saw the mouse leave from that direction, I said, oh, so this is probably from a mouse.
My papaya tree's starting to be more tree. You can see how tall it's getting, which is wonderful. You can start seeing the shape of the leaves and the shape of the plant, so I'm excited. I have more zucchini coming in. There's one right there and there's one down there that I'm gonna pull. As you can see, more flowers, so it's loving the weather. I'm here for it. Zucchini here, so can focus on that new one coming up. But what in the mating call is that bug? Like, do you see that? It has like two heads. Oh, yeah, definitely was mating, because that's that, but oh, no sir. Yeah, much better. Just like they was sitting there having creations on top of my zucchini plant. Oh nah. Have more okra that I can pull right now. And there's some coming in over there. Okay, okra is here. This is the back part. The cucumber plant is originally right here, but it is done now that you can start to see some bottom. This was my walkway at one point when I first started out, but tomatoes have made their way through over here and the okra's right there, so I'm just gonna leave this cage situation up where it is until after grow season's done. Then I'll take it down, of course, and I redo some things. Swiss chard is starting to get its color. Looks like my eggplant here is preparing for a flower right there. Okay, and right there too, so wonderful. So since there's flowers and more starts up there, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these bigger ones off so it can focus on making these big and strong and good up here. This is the ginger here. It's growing strong and tall. That root has to be pretty big for it to be that huge, so looking forward to harvesting that at some point. Sweet potatoes, I made it here to the wall, and as you see, they're climbing. Well, who knew growing some corn by the grapevine would cause the grapes to grow, but they're way over here, and they start way over there in that corner. But the corn is done. I left them up because clearly the grapes have liked it and been biting around it and everything else, so it still stays, but going great. Have another melon growing back here, which is excellent since mouse got one, I think lizard got two, so here we go. We'll go for this one. I'll keep this one wrapped. So I'm checking on the other here, which looks pretty good. I'm gonna wrap that back up. So my palm tree here is getting pretty big. I'm excited about that.
So this cucumber has been on that vine for a very long time to be this color. I thought it was my terracotta pot, and then I was like, no, the pot right there. Yeah, cucumber. Isn't that wild? So this tomato plant decided that it officially just wants to grow on the ground over here and not over there at all, which I will let it, just as long as you produce some tomatoes. But it looks like there's some flowers right there and right there, so we'll see. That right there is my potatoes. Look how big that's grown. They're just growing and growing. Same thing with these potatoes up here. You see that? It just gets big and big and big, which means it's growing, which is good. I'll have some potatoes here pretty soon. I have some new lettuce here that's growing. Kale really isn't doing much, but lettuce is doing good. Well, my wandering tomato plant that was here and there and everywhere, now it's over here where it totally doesn't really get too much sun over here since it's right here by my door. But I see several flowers here, so hopefully I'll have some tomatoes here, and maybe it just is trying to cool off from the heat and not get it at all, which I don't blame you because it is super hot out here, but it's definitely creeping and growing. Looks like there's a baby cantaloupe right there, which is on top of my basil plant, which is on top of my tomato plant. So everything is kind of growing together, which tomatoes, basil, okay, I got you. But cantaloupe with basil and tomato, okay. We'll see how this does.
Here's another cantaloupe plant. Closer look at the flower here. It's growing on top of my compost bucket. So, I don't know what it's doing way over here, but hey. And then the vining one that's on the wall has went up, and it was about right there last week. Now it decided to come on down. It's late August and still making strawberries. The house tomato plant. So here's my aloe plants that are looking pretty good. I know you see all that bright green and new that's coming up, and offshoots back there and back there that's coming out, which is wonderful. This one's still looking a little brown, but we'll get it back. But that's amazing. They were all looking like that, so it likes it. Well, that is all I have. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share. You know I do talk back. But until next time, see you guys.